we should take ownership of our environment. We should pamper it, nurture it, and treat it well. Not defecating in the open, not weighing in the open, not dumping the waste wherever it suits us. But to see Lagos as ours and to collectively fix it.
The Ministry of Environment, them they work day and night.
Lagos continues to evolve as a fast-growing urban center where development and environmental management must go hand in hand. From the transformation of critical transport hubs to preparing for seasonal climate patterns, the state is taking steps to improve infrastructure, reduce risk, and build resilience. As these changes unfold, it also raises important questions about livelihood, sustainability, and how residents adapt to shifting realities. This week, we examine two key issues: the redevelopment of Obalende Transport Hub and the state's 2026 seasonal climate predictions. This is the Lagos Environment. I am Ebiarido Buba, and I'll be your host.
Ayo, come and see, Papa, Mama, see the road is good, see as water clean, no yama yama. Drainage walk, gutter flow, brother, sister, no more beggy. See the land is green, no clean environment. Now the Lagos where we dream, oh, now him with the see, oh, now him with the see you. Dalu, Eshe, oh, Nagodi.
Urban renewal remains a key part of efforts to create a more organized and sustainable Lagos. In Obalende, a major transport hub connecting Lagos Island and Ikoyi, the state government has begun clearing out illegal structures beneath the bridge, with plans to transform the area into a modern bus terminal. Now, while the project promises improved infrastructure and environmental benefits, it also comes with human impact, particularly for those who live and work within the space. Our first report takes a closer look at the ongoing changes in Obalende and what they mean for commuters, traders, and former occupants. Here's the report.
Obalende Bus Park, a major transport hub linking Lagos Island and Ikoyi, one of the busiest transport corridors in the state, and a daily passage for thousands of workers, traders, students, and commuters navigating the rhythm of Lagos. For decades, Obalende has functioned as more than a bus stop. It is a meeting point between the island and the mainland, a critical artery in the city's transport network. But beyond the movement of people and vehicles, another reality existed beneath the bridge. For years, the underbridge served as both home and workplace for many occupants. Informal structures, makeshift stalls, and temporary shelters grew around the transport activity. Recently, the Lagos state government issued quit notices to squatters, carried out enforcement, and cleared the underbridge. The state also announced plans to redevelop the area into the Yellow Bus Park. The proposed redevelopment will transform the Obalende Underbridge into a modern, functional, and environmentally sustainable public space featuring organized transport terminals, solar-powered lighting, security CCTV coverage, over 60 public toilets, a recycling drop-off point, and a biodigester for waste management.
We've assured people the park will still be there, but it will be well organized, well maintained, environmentally friendly park. We're going to have their greens, public toilets, security, electronic charging system, sleep bay, recycling hub, a biodigester system. A 21st century hub is what Obalende will be.
If you look at what we have presently, you find out that there's open defecation, waste here and there. You have commingle of humans and animals. So it's such a chaotic environment. But what we are trying to do is to make sure that we sanitize the environment as well as sanitize the channel.
While the not too distant future is being redesigned, this is the present reality that stares the people here in the face. Under the popular bridge, the structures are gone, but a few people remain. Former occupants of the Obalende Bridge now sleep on nylon sheets. Some rest on bare floors. Others linger around the same space they once occupied, looking worried, struggling to accept their new reality. Further into the area, street urchins were seen smoking. These were the only images the camera could capture, as many of them were against having their faces recorded. The redevelopment extends beyond the underbridge. Adjoining laybys and the entire transport loop are also scheduled for redesign. This raises questions for traders, commuters, motorists, and transport operators. While the traders are aware of the redevelopment plans, what remains unclear to them is whether they will be integrated into the new design.
So far, so good. We've been seeing improvements because clearing the sites here, the touts, the hoodlum, they don't have where to hide anymore. So everywhere now is transparent. So I want to tell them a good job, sir. Well, I want them to consider the trader with the trader here, because we don't have anywhere else. We don't have elsewhere to do our day-to-day running. And this is the only way we have to feed our family. So we want them to consider us.
There will be kiosk. There will be yellow kiosk. It's a yellow MTN project, so there will be yellow kiosk. Same way there will be yellow bus park. So there will be kiosk, themed yellow and stuff, to just be well organized. So we can also take stock of those that will be operating and doing business around that corridor. That's it. If I'm not displacing buses, why should I displace those traders? It's just about them being organized and safe. And then we can account for one another in the same 21st century Lagos.
For transporters, the initiative is viewed as a positive step, but past experiences make them cautious. With thousands of people depending on activities around the park, any form of displacement has implications, not only for traffic flow, but also for livelihoods.
So so everybody come and one garage, come and gyro, so that could on the road should be free.
It will be a very good benefit for us, because we will move freely. Even when you are moving, at least if you know that you don't have any skeleton in your cover, you can move freely. Look at it now in Lagos State now. Because all this area, but one chance of anything 8 p.m. police will start moving up and down. SARS, all this that is tactical team moving, that is looking at all these criminals. Because of what? Just for the security of our life and property.
I will say that as long as whatever your livelihood, whatever you are doing is legal, and it is something within that framework, you will still, no livelihood will be lost.
The state government says the remodeling is expected to take between 4 and 5 months once construction begins.
21 weeks project. MTN is the biggest corporate in this country, and we want to thank them for accepting to take up Obalende as a major CSR.
In the next 3-4 months, I believe that Lagosians will see what we will try to do in almost every park in the States. That's just a pilot test to see what we will do everywhere.
For now, work has not commenced, but the waiting continues. One thing, however, is clear. Obalende is changing. The old park is approaching the end of its story, set to make way for a new design.
You are still watching the Lagos Environment, the program that basically explains how environmental policies shape daily lives in our city. As Lagos prepares for the rainy season, attention is turning to climate realities and the potential risks they bring. The Lagos State Ministry for the Environment has released its 2026 seasonal climate predictions, highlighting the likelihood of heavy rainfall and possible flooding across parts of the state. In our next report, we examine what these projections mean and how both government and residents are expected to respond. Please watch.
Speaking during a press briefing, the Honorable Commissioner for Environment, Tokunbo Wahab, outlined expected rainfall patterns and timelines, noting that the intensity of precipitation may vary across different areas of the state.
The prediction for this year is based on a projected weak La Nina and a neutral phase of the El Nino Southern Oscillation, ENSO. Also expected is an early to normal onset of the rainy season, normal to late cessation, and normal to above normal rainfall in the first 6 to 8 months of the year. It also implies early onset of the rainy season, longer than normal length, and delayed end of rainy season of Lagos. As a result, ladies and gentlemen, above normal rainfall amounts are anticipated in the first peak of the rainy season, while normal rainfall amounts are expected in the second peak of the rainy season. The rainy season is expected to start as early as last week of March 2026, while the end of the season is expected to be the first week of December 2026. Also, the average annual rainfall amount predicted is between 1,650 and 3,030 mm. Specifically, Ikeja is expected to have an onset date of 31st day of March 2026 and cessation date of 2nd December and an annual amount of 1,932 mm. Badagry is expected to have a rainfall onset date of 28th day of March 2026, end of cessation date of 3rd day of December 2026, and an annual amount of 2,010 mm. Ikorodu is expected to have a rainfall onset date of 31st day of March 2026, end of season date of 2nd of December 2026, and an annual amount of 1,935 mm. Lagos Island is expected to have a rainfall onset date of 30th day of March 2026, cessation date of 2nd day of December 2026, as well as an annual amount of 1,968 mm. Epe is expected to have a rainfall onset date of 29th day of March 2026, cessation date of 3rd day of December 2026, and an annual amount of 1,984 mm. Taking all the 20 local government areas and the 37 LCDAs into consideration, the average total rainfall amount of 1,965 mm is expected in Lagos State in year 2026.
Beyond environmental concerns, the projections carry significant socio-economic implications. Flooding in densely populated areas could disrupt transportation, affect small businesses, displace residents, and strain public infrastructure. For a city like Lagos, Nigeria's commercial hub, the ripple effects of severe weather conditions could extend into multiple sectors of daily life.
State government has put in place its own network of weather.
In response, the state government says it has intensified efforts to mitigate potential risk. Measures include the strengthening of flood early warning systems, continuous monitoring of weather patterns, and year-round maintenance of drainage channels to ensure free flow of water.
Our state will continue to reap the benefits of careful and rigorous execution and planning, as our flood control measures are being stepped up to contain any imminent heavy rainfall. To ensure a flood-free and hygienic Lagos environment, the ministry is continuing in its all-year-round drainage maintenance program for effective and efficient flood control. To effectively contain flash flooding in some parts of the state, we will continue the long-established synergy partnership with the Ogun-Osun River Basin Authority, which has ensured control and monitoring of the steady and systemic release of the water from the Oyo Dam to prevent flooding of the downstream reaches of the Ogun River. This mutual relationship has been highly beneficial in the past and will be sustained by the Lagos State government.
Residents, however, play a critical role in these efforts. Authorities are urging Lagosians to remain vigilant, following official weather updates, and avoid practices that contribute to flooding, particularly the improper disposal of waste in drainage systems.
To our people, we sincerely appeal that they refrain from deliberate acts that can lead to flash flooding. They should also stop the indiscriminate dumping of refuse in unauthorized places, clogging the drains with silt or construction materials, erecting building structures within and around drainage right-of-ways and setbacks. Residents are advised to report cases of drainage blockage, dumping of refuse into canals, and other unauthorized places to our resident engineers and zero tolerance officers in all the local governments statewide.
As the rainy season approaches, preparedness and collective responsibility remain key to minimizing impact and safeguarding lives and livelihoods.
About the reintroduction of the mandatory monthly environmental sanitation exercise by the Lagos State government. As the countdown kicks off on Saturday, April 25th, 2026, residents across Lagos will be expected to clean their surroundings and clear drainage channels on the last Saturday of every month between 6:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. How ready are Lagosians for this? Will residents comply with this directive? Do they believe it would help tackle waste and reduce flooding? Of course, we went to the street to find out. Here are the views.
Nobody will do it. Why do they will not do it now. Even when this thing said, when they are still doing it at 7 to 10 that time, people don't used to do it, and now there is movement. Everybody will go to his normal business now. What is that? After all, they used to do the sanitation at their home every time or in their shop. Like market people now, we used to do every Thursday. So staying at home again till 6:30 to 8:30, it don't make sense.
Gbàmí ìtọ́jú òbárọ̀ báyìí gbogbo kọ́tà àti block bẹ́tà bá ti ń ṣe environmental gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa mọ́ omi yẹn máa flow so ìlú Èkó náà máa ní ìtì kò ní sárùn kárùn kan tó máa ṣe anybody ẹnìkankan nínú wa ó ní ipa pàtàkì tó ń kó ipa pàtàkì ó ní.
a ṣe nítorí níjọ́ Thursday a ṣáà ń ṣe tíjọ́ Thursday ó di dandan ká ṣe yẹn náà wọ́n fàyè lẹ̀ wọ́n á ṣe pé wọ́n tiẹ̀ fún wọn láyè pé kán máa tún jáde yẹn àwa táwa lọ́nà tó jìn àwa síbí àwa ṣe ìmọ́tótó yẹn nígbà tí movement ti wà.
Bọ́kòrí burúkú wá bá mi o, ó ṣàárọ̀ Monday.
Na movement we dey, that is not the environmental sanitation because movement supposed to start by 8:30. Then everybody must be at home. Then to clean every environment and other things. Let him be clean before they can move out. If they started the environmental sanitation by 6:30, people start moving around. That is not normal. Supposed to start by 6:30. Let everybody be at home, clean environment, clean house, and do other certain things that make them everywhere clean.
Did you know that maintaining a clean environment in Lagos is not just a responsibility, but a legal requirement? The Lagos State government has established environmental laws to prevent flooding, protect public health, and ensure proper sanitation across the state. Rule number 1. Dumping refuse in drains, canals, and waterways is strictly prohibited. Blocked drainage systems are a major cause of flooding, especially during heavy rainfall. Rule number 2. Individuals caught dumping waste illegally or blocking drainage channels may face fines, penalties, or other enforcement actions as prescribed by the law. These measures are designed to deter behavior that contributes to environmental hazards. Rule number 3. Improper waste disposal and poor sanitation can lead to flooding, water contamination, and the spread of diseases. Keeping drainage channels clear is essential for protecting lives and maintaining a safe environment. Rule number 4. Agencies such as the Lagos Waste Management Authority and the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps continue to enforce environmental laws, monitor compliance, and carry out public awareness campaigns. Residents are encouraged to support these efforts by disposing of waste properly and reporting environmental violations. As Lagos faces both developmental and climate changes, cooperation between government and residents remains essential. Through planning, enforcement, and public awareness, the state continues to work towards a cleaner, safer, and more resilient environment. Now, the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment shares a message on what residents can do to support these efforts. Please watch.
The introduction of monthly environmental sanitation is to help Lagosians build that culture and imbibe that culture that we must create time to keep our environment clean and sparkling. Is to just bring it back to our consciousness that we should create time for the environment. We should clean up our environment. And once that is done, we have a better, cleaner, saner Lagos. That's just what it's about.
Ministry of Environment, them they work it day and night.
Environmental sustainability is a shared responsibility. From adapting to urban redevelopment to preparing for seasonal climate changes, the choices we make every day have lasting impacts on our communities. Residents are encouraged to report environmental concerns, complaints, or observations directly to the Ministry of Environment via the dedicated communication channels. Your report helps improve environmental management and urban order. That is all from us this week on the Lagos Environment. Next week, we return with more stories exploring the policies and people shaping our city's future.
See us Lagos clean. Come see us Lagos green. Oh. the Ministry of Environment. Them they work it day and night.